Heavy Parry will confirm a 12 damage light, direction doesn't matter. Guard Break will confirm a side heavy for 24 damage or a zone for 24 damage. The zone does cost a wee bit more stamina than the side heavy. If you hit the wall with Stampede charge, you will do a 15 damage knee to their head, which will also confirm a light for additional 12 damage. This will be 27 in total. And that will be the same damage as throwing them into a wall and getting a top heavy. One thing to note about Raider's backwards throws is that if you input backwards and you press the guard break button, then it'll just throw directly backwards, whereas if you hold the guard break button while inputting backwards, then it'll actually throw what was initially in front of you. You can also hold it just a little bit and you can throw them to the left, and this will actually be a back throw which will have more distance covered than just a regular side throw. If the distance to the wall is enough, then you will be able to get a whiff light into a 30 damage zone. This can only be possible on backwards throws. You can also get a 29 damage chain top heavy just so that you can continue your offense. The unlocked running version of the Stampede charge is going to have the exact same properties as the guard break throw version, so if you throw them, you don't hit a wall, you can get a 24 damage side heavy or a zone. If you do throw them into a wall, then you'll knee them in the head, and then you can get another 12 damage light for 27 in total. While you are out of stamina, a guard break will confirm a 12 damage light, direction doesn't matter. Light parry will also confirm a 12 damage light, direction doesn't matter here either. Getting the out of stamina heavy confirmed is going to be a little bit difficult, however it's a lot easier than getting your whiff light into a zone, so do with that what you will. This is also only possible on backwards throws. You can do the Stampede charge knee to the head while you're out of stamina, however the light afterwards will not be guaranteed. This will do 15 damage, which is more than just taking your light from a guard break. While the opponent's out of stamina, the highest possible damage you can get is backwards throw into top heavy into zone. This will do 57 damage. You can also get top heavy into chain top heavy, which will only do 56, but will allow you to continue your chains. With this punish, you need to be guarding top before you make the throw, or else the top heavy will whiff, and you can't even do a side heavy if you are guarding side, because that will also just whiff. If you only realize you're guarding side after you make the throw, then you can do zone into zone or zone into top heavy for 54 and 53 damage respectively. You can't input the zone too early, or else the game for some reason will decide you want to throw a light attack instead and they won't even fall in the first place. And you obviously can't throw the zone too late, or else your punish will not be guaranteed. If you don't want to worry about timing anything or worrying about guard direction, then storming tap into zone or storming tap into top heavy will be your option. This will do 45 and 44 damage respectively. Parrying an out of stamina opponent will also give you storming tap into either a zone or a top heavy. Again, this will do 45 and 44 damage respectively. A pretty big caveat to a lot of these knockdown punishes is if you finish it with a zone rather than a top heavy, then they will be able to get a guard break if they get back up. So I would use this only to finish off a fight basically. The only punish that this is not applicable to is the zone into zone, and even then you have to delay it ever so slightly just so that the second zone will land on wake up.
Anyways, that's about it. See ya.